Good morning, everybody. Man, it's been a minute since I made a video. Kind of missed these. Little update on my life. Man, I've had so much going on this year. It's only January 17th of this year. It's like 6:08 a.m. Not like, actually. Exactly when I press record. Cheers to a good life. This coffee with this new water filter. I'm flushing out the water filter right now. Getting ready for this coming up season, farming season. And that is where the cookie crumbles. Taking an art class. I'm in an art class, learning how to use shading, charcoal, pastel. I got a art set for Christmas, and my auntie hooked it up. And I've been playing with paint, oil specifically. Got a watercolor as well, and I've got acrylic as well. With pastel and color pencils. It was pretty cool. Got a little easel. There's an easel right behind me, actually. A little easel. And it's so much fun. It's not even funny. It's like it's that part of us that we like we burp, like that creative side that you. Well, it all started with playing with marijuana, and that gets very creative as well with cropping it and manipulating it, watching it do its thing, studying it. A whole genre, if you want to call it, depending on what you want and how much you want to get out of it. That's the beauty of it. With music has always been there with me. With in my life, I played saxophone for 7 years, 6 years, third grade, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 6 years. And then I switched over to a different school for high school, and I didn't pursue band. They weren't really that big on band instruments back when I was going there. They have like a prep band now and everything. It's pretty cool, and actually really really good. But anyways, so I stopped playing the saxophone, but I've always liked to play with words and rhyming. You know, it's like food. You start with shredding some cheese and throwing it on some tortilla, and all of a sudden you're throwing in little veggies and taste and flavors, and that just builds your creative side, and you start getting more and more passionate about it. Um, Believe it or not, I do not like listening to myself talk. I try to get to the bottom of it. I got sometimes a lot to say for a reason. I can make it short and simple, but I feel like people won't understand the knowledge. Anyways, I want to get down to this farming season and these rules, regulations. It's got to stop. The government isn't going to slow anybody down doing whatever they're going to do. Bottom line. And now the momentum is only going to like multiply by so much. And it's like this EBT, SSI programs and these homeless programs, and we're trying to fix it, but we're not finishing it. Does that make any sense? We're talking about it. We're even throwing money at it. We've got a few programs, supports, this and that. But it's as much as we think it's all like dialing in and everything takes time, it's just not perfect. Time is not ticking right. And my frustration is with how much Sacramento has property, with how family safe, secured we are as a community, big enough to be such a big, powerful city, to where we're small enough where we can keep it controlled. Controlled in a way of at least our kids being safe, knowing who they're around and who's putting these programs or who's running these programs. But the streets are dirty. So we have a government where we're throwing all this tax money at, and it's getting washed up in much bigger environments, as in no names, but Los Angeles. So Los Angeles is like 50 times bigger than Sacramento, right? And Sacramento is like one of the biggest cities out here in America. So you got California asking tax money, right? And LA just like, the Lakers. They have no problem throwing around $1 billion. Bigger city. But they expect close to the same contribution from every other county. And with that said, when things need to get done, we don't have the smaller counties have that momentum, have that buildup, like even Los Angeles. Or in Oregon, it's not the Oregon coast. They're too small. It's going to be, I don't know if Oregon has even a pretty big town. I'm sure they all do. I mean, I don't know. Seattle, let's just say Seattle. Seattle is massive. And I still got to look at which one's bigger, Los Angeles or Seattle. But Seattle is probably doing the same exact thing. Just like New York. You got all these big cities that are throwing around money because they can do it because they have these big corporations and these big companies that are backing up their counties. And very, very successful. A lot more money moving around in those cities where even people living in apartments have no problem paying a little more. Long story short, LA, $16 an hour. I'm not saying let's raise our payrolls because that's not going to help. Saying that bread should be $10 a loaf isn't going to help our economy. We're going to have to just start making more money. But we're not even backing up our currency with what we're holding, if that makes sense. The gold. It all starts with gold. I mean, we've always been working on precious metal, something that is valuable that you as a human have to break your back, spend energy to get it. And get it in what way? Or get it for what reasons? It was, yes, a tool, but for the most case, gold, silver, these metals, they held value. Value, yes, because it's a precious metal that could be molded and worked with and this and that, not just like a granite rock. But it was rare. It was hard to find, and that was the way our human race learned how to trade. It all started with trading, currency, or what is it called? Bartering. So when you bartered back then, it all just evolved into this, 1970s when it all crashed. I mean, now we can't. I hate when people say I mean because you don't know what I mean. I'm trying to explain what I mean, and it's like that filler, like I like. But anyways, we're humans. We're not perfect, so I don't want to bore you. But we're here. This is it. 2019. You hear me? 2019. Oh my gosh! Cheers. This is cool. I'm not gonna lie. Because technology's here. We are the people that the previous generations. What is going on? I just got this text. A random number. Someone's trying to fuck me. Oops, excuse my French. I just got like an escort text, like $125 an hour. Like, what is this, So, we are here now in this beautiful world where we're not even needed anymore. You hear me? We as humans. We've got automatic cashier checkouts, which has only happened, what, in this recent 10 years. You hear me? Like we are. Ugh. The thing is, though, this world, as much as it's robotic, the world loves us. It's weird saying it because we are humans. We as humans, the ones that control this world, keep this world moving. It's definitely switching up, even with doctors. You got doctors that are monitoring the robots that are doing the surgery for you. So, as much as we as humans been running this world, and this world doesn't need us, less and less and less, I feel like the world is slipping away from our hands as humans, because we as humans are becoming literally the robots in a weird way, I guess, if you want to say it. Because technology is allowing it. So the thing with that is, imagine how much bad vibes and energy we have in this world, and allowing that to be unbreakable, allowing it to be, it can't die. Like, what kind of world would that be? That'd be scary. People that are that evil never being able to die. Domination. A Hitler Stalin on a technology form. I'm not talking about competition. I'm not talking about this, system government that's got this weed held up. And the only reason I'm so stuck on this weed is because if I don't win this war as a human, breaking my back for something that we as humans can barter with. When I say barter has value, I can grow all the tomatoes in my backyard. Tomatoes don't have that much value. You hear me? This is a little different. And this isn't just a medal. This isn't just something I'm going to look at, or I can give it to a smith or whatever, jeweler, and they're going to create something out of it. This is a lot commoner. This is a lot more needed. This is a herb. This is green waste, recycling. I mean, there's so many ways to approach this. Value. It has value. It shows how much energy you've invested. Yes, it could be automated drip system to this and that. And did it start there? Or are you literally working all on your own in your house because you enjoy the labor, and your labor shows your fruits, how much you're going to harvest, how good it is. Maybe you're not even looking for a lot. You're looking for quality, that best of the best. Maybe you're great at both, quality and quantity. Long story short, I realized that some love a full plate and some love to be hungry. Or whether love or not, they just don't have that drive, that passion. Whatever your excuses are, and however you wrap your life around this world, I know it starts with faith. As much as I've been raised as a Christian and a very religious, as much as I want to say faith, because faith grew off the religion that was brought to me. Now it's faith as in, deep down, my heart, you go to church for that tingly feeling, that emotional passion, that that makes you, not do the dirty things, or if you did do the dirty things, it softens you up. You're like, oh my gosh, why would I do all that? I go to church for myself. Does that make any sense? Yes, it's that coach. It's that coach that gives you that pep talk. But church is just, it's I haven't been going to church recently, a few weeks now, and I felt like I was going to church for the wrong reasons. I was going to the church for the programs, if that makes any sense, for the music, for the the program. So I started with church, going to church, and all private school. I went to private school from pre-K to 12. Bible class every day. Chapel, which is like church, every Thursday, once a week. Jeez. One thing that I don't want to do is be mad at something that isn't its fault, if that makes any sense. I'm going to go back to religion, but in my religion, in my faith, the book that we read, and there's all kinds of translations. I don't even know where to begin. Keep it honest. Keep it loyal. It's an outline of great prophets that left behind writings. In a way, it gives this kind of message. Except there's a video and they left it in Hebrew. Something that we've been trying to translate and figure out. And we don't even have it all dialed down. But I understand it, watching how we all work and seeing this beautiful human race evolving over these generations. We have history, and then we have past, and then we have this future. Past as in history is history, but past, your kind of past, your past history, you say. And now we got this future. And a lot of sorry, I might be a little bit jumping from topics, but I'm tying it in with this economy, the human race passions, our drive. Now as humans, that drive is getting replaced with internet, media, and then us just settling, thinking this is okay. We shouldn't travel. We shouldn't be Columbuses. We don't, or maybe we can't.